Good morning. What a way to wake up. The sound of the brook. We're, 20 feet from the brook. The birds were singing. It's warming up. It was a great way to wake up this morning, laying in the hammock and such. Yeah, very, very nice morning. Last night, it got a little chilly. I looked at the weather. It was supposed to be a low of 12 Celsius, which is warm. So I packed to be prepared just in case, because it's only a prediction. Well, it get down to 2 Celsius. I am glad that I packed to, be prepared. I brought this wool combat shirt just in case it got cold. And I also have my 0 Celsius sleeping bag. I needed both last night. Like I said, it dropped down to 2 Celsius. I went to sleep just in my t-shirt. I woke up, I was a little chilly. I threw on my, combat wool shirt here, and that got me through. I was warm here, but still my legs and my feet were cold. Not cold, just a little bit chilly. I'd have to move them around and such. So, always be prepared. It would have been a miserable night if I would have just went by what the weather said. You got to remember as well, I'm in a different area than the thermometer that they, use their predictions with as well. Each area can be different, so always be prepared. I'm glad I was, and I got to sleep. Otherwise, it would have been miserable. But gorgeous, gorgeous morning. It really is. I think it's time to have a coffee, and then we're going to do some scouting around here. It looks like a very pretty spot here along the stream. This stream I fished a little bit, and it's not that big, but there is fish in it. I fished a little bit of it, and I haven't really walked down it much because it's very thick in most areas along this. So we're lucky to find this one spot. See, I told you, it got cold last night. Look how he's all...
Yep. Always be prepared.
Yeah. And he's got a -6 sleeping bag. And he even felt the chill last night. It was a little chilly.
Oh, it was. That was.
Yeah. What you making? Oatmeal?
Pizza, cream, and apple, cinnamon, oatmeal.
Oh, really? Sounds good.
Bush matches, gotta love them.
Yep. What I've made right here is I've rounded this off somewhat on this end, and I put a groove in here. This is going to be a caster. I thought of this idea using a piece of wood a while back. I actually have a video on this. I'll put the link down below on survival fishing rods that you can make out in the bush. And this here is actually a caster, like I said. And I just rounded this off, put a groove around here. I'm going to tie my line in here and wrap my line around. And this here will cast the same way you would a like a pipe, your PVC survival fishing kits and such, or a bottle like the one I have, the Kullcraven survival kit, fishing kit, where you cast it and throw it straight out like this here. Same kind of concept, but you're able to make it out in the bush. So I thought that was a great idea. Anyhow, I'm going to make this up, and I've got a fly with me that we're going to try and see if I can catch a trout down below. Okay, we came upriver a little bit. Knew this spot was here. Didn't know how far it was up here, but Peter went for a walk and he said it's right up here. So I'm gonna just cast this in underneath here. I just seen something go up through there, and see if I can get this in there and see what we can get. It's kind of hard to cast in this spot because I'm right-handed and I want to go like this. So I'm gonna have to step back this way. I have very little weight on that because I just have a fly and one small weight. And I can't really get a good swing from this position. But I'm still getting it out there a lot further than I would if I just had a stick. Oh, see, that's the problem too. I gotta watch for that tree. So, good thing I can stop it right where I want to as well. It's going through the water nice. Has a little jerk motion as I reel it. But I gotta get it out there, or something. I'm casting a good 12 feet or so right there, just the way it is. But not in a good spot. I can basically see the bottom and see there's nothing right at this spot. I've got to move over and cast up that way. Now this is going to be a tricky little spot here, but see what we can do. Yeah, we've got branches everywhere, so you modify. This here's a fly as well, artificial. And for me, best way to get these brook trout is a worm. A lot of times they won't take unless a worm is just sitting on bottom as well. Some will only take if you're using a spinner. They can be very finicky trout. Crappie and such, they'll take any. Oh, got one. Got one right there. Here we go. Oh, calm down, buddy. Nice speckled trout. I'm gonna just set this down so I don't get it all tangled. He's too small, I'm not gonna bother with him, but I'll show you its colors. Woo! I don't want to hurt him, but check out those colors. Very, very pretty.
Right there.
Yeah, very pretty.
Yeah, he's just a baby.
Yeah. Throw him back. But now I know that that fly does catch fish. So that's a good thing. Now, got to make sure this is nice and straight here, not tangled up. We'll give it another try. See if we can get one a little bigger. I know one thing. There's more than fish out here biting.
Yeah. Yeah.
One. Yeah, there's that falls right down through there. And cast that out. See if we can get anything. Oh. There's some minnows right there. There's probably about 5 4-inch, 3 4-inch minnows. So might be another big one in there. This casting about 15 feet or so, and whoa, ooh, just had one, small one, yeah. But I've only got this small, very small weight and this fly, so there's really no weight to this at all. It's casted pretty good for what it is, for sure. But I thought, you know, how can I make a caster out in the bush? And this is what I came up with, and it's pretty sweet. This is a pretty spot, but it's so shallow I can see the bottom everywhere. So I'll try a couple casts, but if I can see the bottom like that, they can see me, and usually they will not bother. You want a place like this, where they can't really see you. It's fast moving water and there's a pool, and that's usually where you fish these little brooks. But we'll give it a try. A couple casts anyway, see how I can cast this puppy out. I can see what's following this. And it's just small ones once again, and it's very low. It's a good chance of getting this lost, actually. So I'm not going to bother with this, but a very pretty spot. Shows how well they like that bait. There's just little minnows there. I'm back to camp now. That was just some fun, and also just trying out the survival kit, you know, fishing kit that I carry. I actually have a video on what I carry for a survival kit, and I'll put that link in the description as well. But as you see, it's proven. It works. There's not many big fish in here, but I could catch a bunch of small ones for sure. There was probably a dozen or more of those minnows down there, and I've caught some pretty small minnows on a small hook. So just take patience and don't take, you know, no calories burning, just, you know, a little jigging, and you could get a meal there, or at least a little bit of calorie intake. It's that time again. It's time to start packing up. Got the sleeping bag, the roll, bed roll all done up. Now just to take this down. Don't take long to pack up. Are you ready?
No.
He always hates this part.
I hate this part of the trip. I hate it.
Yeah. So that's it. We're pretty well all packed up there now, and we're going to head out soon. So I just wanted to say thanks a lot, and it's always been fun.
It always is.
Yep.
Always
And thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Have a good one.